North Liberty Higher Secondary School Juwai ni kesengi da sedang goye lek kemendap arpausan snem ilai luti wo cakri lengba istat itim we hagani gejuk kesengi da pengkup buramah ro goye ki khynnah skor wadang dep pas hag result SSLC wa HSSLC ke MBOSE batip kam ka 14 felicitation ceremony arhaja arpausan dewan sekhilang hagani kesengi da usumbut menteri rangba ka sarkar jela usngau bhalang dhar kam ukongsan wailan inkishalla MLA ke Juwai constituency kam usumbut kongsan HM Langga District School Education Officer ke APSM udah loy ki ilaka Juwai upuramon kenjing ki baigi pa yong ki khynnah ki bachakut singau bhawa kiwi u principal yong gani ka skor Richard Yuria hawa khana ye laluti ka skor na do usnam arhajar hado kan ni pensingau u ikmen ne bha awat hawa hamad u ye chiboni he laluti le tang wade yo kerchan wan na ki bon walang kam ju ki baigi pa yong ki khynnah skor gani ka skor nangku nang roy ko na ki snem chaki snem Khanah ro wa house name arjar khat ar kani ka skor da sedang go wo yo topper ha result SSLC ka MBOSE deva yo ye kyrdan wa khanru wena do utai snem hado kat ni ka khlimat da petenye ni we waro da em khan rungut ki wadami pertuny deva yo kyrdan wa pher wailat mi kishalla ha we ro ye laluti kani ka skor da ongu i yo rang wa nyau snem lenter kani ka skor mto i wake na jorong amdu wa bananam go he pure puthi tang wa hele ki sport wa ki vide Yuruti haro wa hapo iya kamat u principal gani skor unangku wera buram ga ya ka district wa yoman kam ganong muna le ya kiwi da penra bule wa M1 ki skor ki wam ju pen M kam bahaya wa yo tang wa pai ki du ye waduna usnya balang dahar ha we kalam da ongu gani ka skor ta ka wa pen singau serong ya ki kam ki wami kamat lang bagi result wa bha wa ya ro le ya principal ka skor ye start we champang yong o wa pun ku ye start itim ongu istat itip to iwa kong santam ha kajukan ni ne baha wo kure ne le ye wani ikam le klem istat itip wanra ka chiboni dewe inang munaya kat tu kan ni jia wa sekhet ha kajela wa keri nei benta ki wada cha pengku buram ha ni kesengi ongu kani dang to isdang mk mo minat jakmat yo aman ki wa ya khmat wa khru ha kajela Kadwan nei benta ki warap duna hai pure puthi wan kentu wam to uduk kermen ne bah omdu ki bayo chakmat we yu terchany hai im tang wa hajar jer i benta ki le man hi ki wastat we yi ki terchany dong le wa kam ki bai ki pa mto usram lam yo ki khon ulai skur cha sor ne chaki thawas an tang wa to okun mo wa ki ju hi ki kot ye pure ki the yo le ikalam hagani kesengi na ka yo first position yong ka result HSS LCM MBOSE haga science stream ka villa Katrin lengdo nei te ichat irwai na ki khynnah skor ba ki jaj penvernia wa pher
56%, Ubami Gatpo 65.5%, 65.83%, Alyssa Mumbai with distinction in English, Farsi, Math, Social Science and Technology, Health Education, 90%, securing distinction in English, Alternative English, Math, distinction in English, Farsi, Mathematics, Social Science and Technology, Health Education. We have George Stephenson B.M. with 90.668% with distinction in English, Social Studies, Science and Technology and Health Education, English, Maths, Science and Technology, Social Science and Health Education. Give them a big round of applause. Wyrta Manner with 85.83% distinction in Wyrta Manner with 85.83% distinction in.
Then we have Fidakini Kamarwar securing Science and Technology in Health and Physical Education. Health and Physical Education.
5% securing distinction in Maths and Basa with 73.83%.
Gabriel Lindor 66.33%. Dunika
Kenita umatopa henne isiman is just the beginning of your life. It's not the ending, please remember. Tenete da to dang start dang minok dang yok dang betong your man the future in a mistake young people. Na sa ko po sing na mo life school. Na po sui ba pura no mi amra dito ro. Hane ka mo nule a. Ublay bu la ka jong capacity, bu la ka jong direction yo one lu ni mo tay mi en. Tang ka te la un pe la man wo to hi bu re u do ya. U pendek yo la yo mo yo to par kamu yo pi. Tang sa hangai sin ngam to par. Tidak mau chance to. Bukan ada big forum. Big businessmen, among corporates, big corporates. Jangan kadai forum yang school life, apa big student yang TPO kenu kita. In room cilo. Jangan kat sang top distinction ki distinction wala bay. Puyo top position mana exam dulu sedang. Kalau terlalu perlu ke open subject yang sedang. Tahu pas lah yang belum sak kelas tu. Belum sak kelas tu. Pen subject tahu pasti. Terhad tu ke college level. Tu kalau tu naik pura langsung college. Memulai lagi. Tapi disambung dengan mulai segi BE, civil engineering, dan mulai komputer software. Terhad santok tu pun brilliant student. Bersambung lagi jauh ke sektor ulau di arts. UG ada di some spouse-nya. Hati orang yang memperlukan rumah. Tahu man wonder orang baik. Tahu di cawo kan tindu ben yang kita main baik. Kau beli penjam sekitar kita jack di kau tahu kena baik dah. Isar. Jauh nunggu dong. Kau penjam kau hamar di saya kreatif. Man sa min so man ho ra lang la tik to pero klam pero subject to pas. One day am happy with school. Mungkin berkata lain setelah pasang di snem. You man kamu man cewek ko kamu ko. And the we company ko interview go. Big corporate ko yang digilak terus tonawa. Hai tay ko. Jangan orang di sana di Wyrta di start lain interview dia hak juga exam. But it's a private corporate. Dan pas ilek pensangmut with the top post as CEO post something yang kami director. Hari kalau sign appointment apa ni kita. Don't tell the open subject. He is the boss for the company.
And starting a school where there are so many big schools in Jowai was out of the question. But I was determined to start a school in Jowai. Seeing that there was no competition among students in Jowai, I was determined to start a school. But before doing so, I was also getting ready to get married. And I knew that lots of girls and women during our days really admired doctors and engineers. So I had a fear. If I became a teacher, will my girlfriend still marry me? So I went straight to her house and asked her, if I become a teacher, will you still marry me? And the answer I got surprised me. My wife told, I will not just marry you, but I will serve with you. Can we give my wife, Larissa Lewai, a big round of applause? So I decided to start a school. In the year 2000, my parents were out of the country. I put the advertisement out that a new school was opening here in Mogador. The school started, and there's a long story on how it started. I will leave that story for the next program. So if you want to hear that, do watch the live streaming that we'll be giving in the next program. That story is left for the next program. However, when the school started, on the very first day, we had 28 students, nursery, KG and class 1. After 20 minutes, I ran home and called my mother. I was the headmaster then of that school, North Liberty, which was started on the 1st of March 2000. I ran and told, Mommy, you have to come quickly to the school. She said, why? It's a mess. Everyone is crying. You know, nursery and KG children, how they cry? I thought, what the heck? What am I doing? Mom, I can't. Please help me. The very next day, my mother took over as the headmistress. And I worked along with my mother, and I was very privileged that she was there. And in fact, the foundations of our preschool have been set, the standards have been set by my mother. And then I was also privileged to get a scholarship to do my Master's in Educational Technology in Johnson University, which is in Tennessee, United States of America. So I was very happy that I could continue my studies and finish my M.Ed. And after returning from there, being the topper of the university in my class, I came back to India. I was offered a job after I graduated, but I decided that I'll come to India. And I came to India, and shortly after that, I took over from my mother, and I am here today as a principal of North Liberty. But there is one person I can't forget. I don't know whether he's here or not, but we have invited him. The only person who was by my side who believed that this school would happen. And I'll tell you, there is something about places. There is a person by the name of Temembasan Ten Timung. He was with me when my parents were not in this country, and he encouraged me to start this school along. And he was the first person to issue forms for North Liberty. And I'll tell you, for 2-3 months we waited, nobody came to take a form. And I started to doubt myself. But it was on one fine day that one person, I'll tell about that person in the next program, came to take the first form. And Temembasan Ten Timung came running to the house because I had given up. I was sleeping at home. I had given up, and he said, Parishad, I don't know one form. It was the first form. And that person who came asked me, the bone ki form that AP? I didn't have any answer. I said, come tehima. That's what I told him. And I gave the first form and the second form to both his children. But the connection of numbers. The student who took the first form, his name was John Min Polong. He's not here today. But the very same student was the first student to get into the top 20 list of North Liberty in the 16th position in the year 2012. Can we give him a big round of applause?
Ngam liya melinya repor chong class 5 ko. Kata jodoh na yung ngam membeli rice ko. Ngam membeli rice ko in sana wikit mela. Yorak yo yorak hiu sen. Kapayu ko pedor na amba. Kaman dam. In ngam chao dam. Nilai skor. Nada mentu na lawa doi. Nada mango start to tip dao cha yo ben chok chok. Penmoy itu penting. Kadang kita continue nilai skor. Kadang res kamu yo legacy dia. Kani tok pabor yong ketinggalan besar. Yong ke education. Tengah wa we kublai ke sorkar. Ko memang may bentaw penku ya ketinggalan di start po district kam-tam po conference dia. Ya ke Thomas June Synod College. They include Haka People's College. Hakawa arpau ne arpau so kinohikai kamu mangkat ni tok the sutulok da sorkar ni kan. The extension young school building. Government boys, government girls, masnya aku ben pernah bidang ni pada dan sanction ni tentang extension young school building. Ya kejuai public school, bat kam jole ya tiang nambah higher secondary school pada sanction pada stand pada sistem itu. Kau ya cibun, neba yoi kami di por, mana dep mi result. Katwan pencutom ne tentang admission yang dipilih di khynnah. Kena dalam skema ada kecing extend ya di college building. Uye cho increase ya intake ke yang khnang wat khynnah nak kepok district yang like dipilih ulai ceruk cesilong dan nation dipilih wan kita. Maksudnya aku ben nak jingala yang sorkar wa Tapi at college ko yung iko sa atin na to, kisnem ko mensua. Kamu man kat ni dayo sedang, katu sedang sa second batch. Kamu man kat ni yang nang ba government college.
To each and everyone, Honorable Chief Guest and Deputy Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Masram Hananhat, and his beloved wife, our Honorable Local MLA, Guest of Honor, and the Chairman of the Meghalaya Urban Development Authority, Mabailat Khynnah, our respected Principal, Sir Richard Wyrta, and his parents, our respected co-founders, our beloved students, parents, teachers and staff, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. We are blessed by Almighty God. We are able to gather here today through His graces on this very special occasion. 25 glorious years of North Liberty HSS School. I thank the school for giving me this opportunity to give a speech. And I take this as an opportunity to express my immense gratitude to the school, to the teachers, and especially our dearest principal. We are privileged to have an able, capable, dynamic, and experienced principal. And nothing can ever replace our dedicated teachers who are very knowledgeable. It is through their hard work, their efforts, and dedication to teach us students that we are where we are today. We are who we are today. And we could twinkle like bright stars in the sky. I also give my heartiest congratulations to my fellow students for coming with bright colors in this examination. Now, on this special occasion, I want to impart a piece of knowledge which has been taught to me by my parents. Our life can be defined under 5 E's. The letter E. The first E is enter. Now, this refers to us entering this earth through our birth. When we are born as babies, what do we do first? We cry. Crying means effort. And even if the baby does not cry, the doctor or the nurse will have to slap the child in order to make the baby cry. Now, this is a sign of life. And while we are crying during our birth, everyone is smiling and happy, celebrating a new life. The next 3 E's in our life are effort, education, and experience. In order to achieve great education, great experience, we need good effort, great effort. We need that great effort. So we can say that effort is the bedrock and the solid foundation to a successful life. A person who has good education and vast experience in life will be outstanding in all the aspects and spheres. We need fresh air to stay alive. We also need education to survive in this cruel world. And I do not mean that we need education only for government jobs. Education is important in every aspect, be it domestic, business, banking, even our interpersonal relationships, even agriculture and politics. Education does not mean only learning our syllabus, our books, but it encompasses skills, values, personal growth, and development. And, of course, that is why education and experience are very important in our life. They make us versatile, which means that we have not only one-track mind, but multi-mindset like TV tables. And what I mean by this is that we can adapt to any situations in our lives. We can say we fail in our life. Of course, we will all face failure. And this is why I think it's very important for me to remind, especially the students, that we need to be able to adapt to all the situations in our life. Even if we fail in a single path, it's not all over. We need to have that multi-mindset that, okay, I have many other options. Okay, I have to adapt to any situation. the most important, I believe, effort, education, and experience are very important in our life. The last E is exit. And I assume that we almost have an idea now by what I mean by that. This means our death or our exit from this earth. I want to encourage us all, especially my dear students, let us live our lives in such a way that when we die, when we leave this earth, everyone will be crying, will be mourning, and we will be smiling, content with what we have done, content with the life we have lived, just the opposite of when we were born. Once again, happy Silver Jubilee to each and everyone. Thank you.